Now बच्चे illustration number 29 we have done. If workman compensation reserve is rupees 1 lakh and claim is given against the workman compensation is 40,000, then what we will do? Workman compensation reserve rupees 1 lakh. Out of this 1 lakh we will keep 40,000 for the provision for workman compensation claim. And 1 lakh minus 40, remaining 60,000 will be distributed to old partners in old ratio. Whenever we are having some reserve, we used to divide in old partners old ratio. But if any adjustment is there, we just subtract the value of adjustment. 1 lakh workman compensation reserve minus 40,000 provision for claim. Remaining 60,000 will be divided to old partners in old ratio. But in another case, if the claim is more than the reserve, workman compensation reserve was given only 2 lakh rupees, but the claim was given 275. So reserve is less than the claim. So there is a loss on part of revaluation. Your liability has increased. You have to pay 275, but you are having only 2 lakh rupees. Now what you will do? This is the debit balance of revaluation account and this is a loss. You have to pay 275 but you are having only 2 lakh rupees. Rupees 75,000 liability is increased. So it will be written in revaluation account. Now this is a loss on revaluation. It will be divided to old partners old ratio. You have to write off this loss also in old partners old ratio. Now there are two adjustments related to investment fluctuation reserve. Two adjustments related to investment fluctuation reserve also. C part of 29th. Investment fluctuation reserve appears in the books 50,000. When the investment appears 2 lakh, you were having investment fluctuation reserve. Investment fluctuation reserve account debit. You are having बच्चे 50,000 as fluctuation reserve, investment fluctuation reserve, and that time the market value of investment was 2 lakh rupees. Now in bracket they have said that the market value is 180. When you have made the investment, the value was 2 lakh and you kept 50,000 as reserve for fluctuations. Now in bracket they have said that the value become, market value of the investment become 180. So 20,000 will be transferred to investment account. Got my point, bache? From where this 20,000 came? When you have made this investment, investment's value you was when you have made the investment, the value was 2 lakh rupees. But now the market value is 180. So 20,000, the fall in the investment will be taken from the investment fluctuation reserve. Now 50 minus 20, 20 you have given to investment. The remaining you will pay to old partners, old ratio. A is capital account, B is capital account and C is capital account. 50 minus 20, 30,000. 30,000 will be distributed to old partners in old ratio. Investment fluctuation reserve transferred to old partners in old ratio and investment. We have transferred certain amount to investment and remaining to the old partners in old ratio. Now bache, D part of this question. Investment fluctuation reserve appears in the books only 20,000 when the investment was 2 lakh. Now the market value is 120. You are having investment fluctuation reserve. How much investment fluctuation reserve you are having? Only 20,000. The fall in the value of investment is from 2 lakh to 120, 80,000 is the fall. 2 lakh was the value of investment. Now the market value came to 1 lakh 20,000. 80,000 is the fall. This difference between the two, 60,000 will be charged to revaluation account because our liability has increased now. Asset have decreased and liability have increased. And now we have to write off this loss also, and that will be A, B, C to revaluation account. A's capital account debit, B's capital account debit, C's capital account debit to revaluation. This loss of 60,000 will be written off to old partners in their old ratio. Whenever we are having any reserve which is more than the claim or fall in the investment, we used to divide the remaining in old partners old ratio. But when the investment or claim, provision for investment and claim is more than the reserve, then there is revaluation. Then we used to distribute or write off the loss of revaluation. Loss on revaluation transfer to old partners in old ratio. Got my point, bache? Last question of this method is 30th. What is the difference in this question? A, B, C are partners with ratio 5:3:2. Three partners you are having with ratio 5:3:2. They said that B is retired. B retires from the firm and new ratio of A and C will be 2:3. Old is given to you, new is given to you. In normal cases, we only use old ratio for distribution of any type of reserve. For distribution and written off of any reserve or loss, we always use old ratio. But in this question, they said that they did to record the effect of following without affecting their book value. Without affecting book value of these things. This is the only difference. And in this case, we generally do gaining to sacrifice. What we used to do? Gaining partners capital account debit to sacrificing partners capital account. When we do not want to distribute anything or without affecting the values, book values, we have to go with gaining to sacrificing. In this case, we will use these ratios. We will calculate gaining ratio. New ratio minus old ratio. 2 gain will be there. B is retiring, so he is sacrificing everything. A's gain. 2/5 minus 5/10. 4 minus 5. He have sacrificed. A have sacrificed. C's gain. 3/5 minus 2/10. He have gained. C have gained and A have sacrificed. So gaining to sacrificing means C to A. C's capital account debit to A's capital account and to B's capital account. He is sacrificing his share. He is sacrificing his share. He is leaving the firm. Adjustment of reserves on B's retirement. Now we have to put the values. Till now what we have done, old ratio was given, new ratio was given. But they said that we will record the following items without affecting their book value. In this case, we go with gaining to sacrificing. We have calculated the gaining ratio. Positive answer gain, C have gained. Negative answer sacrificed, so A have sacrificed. Gaining to sacrificing means C to A. C to A and to B also, because B is already sacrificing, he is retiring from the firm. Now how to fill these entries, values? See, general reserve, contingency reserve is given to you, and two debit balances like profit and loss, advertisement, suspense are given. The credit balances will be added up and debit balances will be subtracted out. 120 general reserve, add contingency reserve 70,000 and subtract the debit balance of profit and loss. This is a debit balance of profit and loss, and advertisement suspense 10,000. These are of debit nature. All credit items will be added up and debit items will be subtracted. The net effect will be 1,50,000. Now this is the value which we have to use for gaining to sacrificing. A have sacrificed, we will use this ratio 150 into 1 by 10. A's share will be 15,000. Only sacrifice or gain will be given. Then C's gain will be 4 by 10. 150 into 4 by 10. It is 60,000. And how we will calculate the B's share? 3 by 10. 3 by 10 means 150 into 3 by 10, 45,000. Got my point, bache?